Testing 1 2 3.
Check.
Test.
Okay, tak pick up.
Test.
Kau jauh sangat. Jauh sangat. Yeah.
Cepat panas pula benda ni. Dekat sangat.
Boleh.
Testing 1 2 3. Boleh testing. Dah. Okey.
Test 2. Test mic 1 2. Test mic 1 2. Okay.
Testing 1. Test mic test 1. Desert Dubai. Don't know what I'm talking about.
Check 1 2. You can frame lagi.
Kita nak
Closer.
nak touch on apa topik ni?
Meletup.
Assalamualaikum semua. Kepada penonton tumpuk-tumpuk tai unta, selamat kembali. Ini episod tak salah aku 32 and this time aku seorang lagi solo and dunia differences belakang kita. We are in the desert. Yeah. Family aku dengan one of the names that is most mentioned in aku punya podcast episode. Inilah orang dia.
Hello.
The guy that actually pushed me to do the podcast, Mr. Yanto Sani.
Assalamualaikum semua.
Apa khabar Mr. Yanto Sani? How are
Alhamdulillah.
you?
Baik, alhamdulillah. Thank you for doing all this for us. Tadi
eh.
lagi best actually. Tadi macam cerah sikit. Tadi pasal anak-anak kecoh kan, nak masak-masak.
Kecoh.
Pada dah gelap. So sekarang kita tengah buat interview ni tengah dalam keadaan gelap dengan api menyala.
Tapi ya, sebelah Yanto tu siapa tu girlfriendnya?
Oh, girlfriend Ex-girlfriend. Hi, I'm Agent G.
Agent G.
Yes, I'm a real estate advisor. Tapi sekarang tengah holiday lah.
Diorang on the way back from diorang punya holiday. Dubai is the last stop before korang
Yes,
balik
correct.
to Singapore lah.
Kita
Before
went
this.
London, Paris, Switzerland dan kita layover dekat Dubai for 3 days. Sementara kita, of course lah, bila dekat Dubai tu kita tahu siapa nak calling Our brother Azmi here. So selalu kita kalau kat Dubai mesti calling dia dulu.
Ya, Alhamdulillah, at least ada juga orang nak menziarahi aku
Masya Allah.
At least tak.
Tapi coklat dia sekarang
sangat.
kita lupa coklat dia.
Dekat hotel.
Dah siap-siap.
Boleh macam tu.
Dah siap-siap ni coklat mahal-mahal ni tak tepi untuk Azmi kan. Dah sampai lupa pula. Aduh. Okay, tak apa, nanti aku ambil kat kau ya.
So anyway, this is kita buat on location dekat desert something that aku nak buat for a long time actually with the other two guys. And
Mana orang?
diorang busy lah. Hairul busy, dia ada guest tetamu.
Okay, salam Hairul ya dengan semua.
And you know who they are with kan.
Yeah.
And also Shehan pun for you guys info for the past don't know how many episodes Shehan is always alone, but now family dia dah ada di sini. So dia pun busy juga. And but let's move on with this episode. And actually tak ada topik pun nak berbual. But since you are here,
Santai, kita santai.
kita santai.
Okay, topik apa awak nak dengar? Apa dia kak?
Tu ada komen tu, baca.
okey.
Topik dia nak tanya macam mana nak tinggal kat Dubai ni sebenarnya.
Macam mana nak tinggal kat Dubai?
Buat yang orang yang nak berhijrah atau
Yalah, kalau nak tahu macam mana nak tinggal kat Dubai,
Dari episod lain
sila subscribe ke YouTube dan lihat view semua kita punya videos di tumpuk-tumpuk tai unta.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyway, okay, let's talk about something else
Right.
Okay. Let's do macam last week or last week last episode aku ada member aku, bukan member lah, aku punya cousin daripada livecast. Also transiting through, and we did talk about something, and then we talk about review about kita punya podcast. And So aku pun nak tahu juga macam mana, what do you think about tumpuk-tumpuk tek unta, you know, if there's any comments, anything that you think that we can improve on. Kau aku punya go to guy for a lot of this social media stuff. Okay. Yanto ni he's a businessman, and before we move on to the review, and kau boleh macam explain atau share with us what do you do.
Okay. Once again, Assalamualaikum semua. Nama saya Yanto Sani. I'm an entrepreneur, also like a business owner and a barber, and also a musician, music producer, and also a father of two wild boys, and a mother yang selalu beside me and helping me out daripada
Alhamdulillah.
when I was zero. This is Gina Kazali, also known as now Agent G. Dia pun sekarang dah jadi public figure kan.
Ya,
Jadi
itulah.
Dulu dia senyap belakang-belakang tabir dekat aku
Itulah.
kan. Sekarang aku kena push dia ke depan sikit pasal nak kena dapatkan klien
Kau,
kan.
kau lupa lagi satu description.
Siapa tu?
Kau supir.
Oh iyalah. Aku lupa /supir. Aku pun juga supir kepada Agent G yang membawa dia ke sana kemari ke satu Singapore tu untuk viewing. Kalau aku free baru aku buat benda-benda kerja gitu. Kalau tak free terpaksa dia kena drive sendiri.
So kau punya business, you own the barber shop.
Yeah.
What is it called?
It's called the Golden Rule.
Yeah.
We've been around for almost 10 years now, and I've been a hairstylist or / barber for almost 25 years. And,
So aku kenal kau since what, 2000 and
1999.
during 1999 during Yamaha 2000.
So that was the first our competition.
That was at that time you already doing hairdressing kan?
I was an apprentice. 1999 bila zaman-zaman the Y2K, the new metal era. I was so interested in the hairdo and the fashion of every magazine in Kerrang magazine. Dan masa tu musim-musim selalu pergi HMV, Tower Records.
Correct.
So we don't have the access of checking out all this stuff kan. So I have to go to Tower Records, cari buku magazine, tengok rambut dia style lah, rambut ni style lah. So aku is one of the stylists for my bands, Facephonic.
Yes, correct.
And figure
Facephonic, shout out.
Shout out to Facephonic, siapa-siapa yang masih kenal tu 1999. They call us the Slimrod wannabe. So itulah musim-musim aku baru start hairstyling lah. Baru aku terus menuju ke towards barbering, and finally I'm here having my own shop, and also I just launched my own clothing line, Behind the Sun. Korang check out jugalah.
And he was doing his content punya shoot for his branding.
Aku pun,
now.
I mean I'm a self-taught media creator, so
correct.
Being a musician and being a music producer helps a lot for me on promoting the barbershop on social media, learning on the video creating.
Promoting of my real estate also. Walk through home semua dia
Walk through video pun aku kena buat. So aku kira /supir benda-benda gini lah.
Tapi kau
Socai lah sangat tu.
Tapi kau tahu kan, pasal kau punya, bila kau start kau punya videography content a few years back kan, zaman bila kau naik basikal with the Insta360. That what got me into videography also, you know, into making like some videos.
Inspired to be inspired lah kan.
Inspiration lah, you know. I mean kita inspire each other kan. That's the way to go lah. Just imagine aku kat Dubai, but I was inspired by what he's doing back in Singapore, you know. And also for the viewers for Tumpuk-Tumpuk Tek Unta, there's the third element that actually push aku. He is the third element. And bila aku balik Singapore during July, kan kau cakap ni, apa kau punya podcast punya nama? Kau dah fikir cakap Tumpuk-Tumpuk Tek Unta. Go me. Terus balik Dubai daripada Singapore, terus aku start.
Because aku rasa that Azmi you capable of doing all this. I mean like as a tech guy, kau pun a tech guy. So you know all the basic stuff to do, basic media stuff to do a podcast lah. So I think why not just give it a try and have fun. As long as you enjoy doing it, why not kan? There's no harm doing things that you like or trying new things also. And now sekarang you have a channel, you have new audience, and hopefully it will become much relevant to
and to celebrate it, kau datang kat sini, this is the first episode,
special episode
in the desert dengan kau, dengan Gina juga.
Tadi ayam dah habis lah. Tadi ayam dia buat ayam semua, marinate semua. Power lah dengan marshmallow. Sebab anak aku tadi dia komplain ada lalat lah apa tadi. Eating ada.
Let's talk about ex-girlfriend.
Okay, let's talk about my ex-girlfriend. Gina Kazali. Tell them about yourself more.
Oh, okay. Okay, before I was a real estate person, I was actually a finance person lah, working in the oil and gas. Very boring 9 to 5 punya job, and then I realised that macam when I work 9 to 5, I got no time for the kids, and then that's when I decided like I want to become a real estate agent, so I have more time for my kids. But there's also a risk because he's a self-employed and I'm also a self-employed person. So financial wise, kita really have to like budget and like plan lah totally for our for our household lah. Then ada I'm dah tu je lah, boring lah, tak macam dia pemenang projek lagu lah, barber shop owner lah. I cakap
dia punya credentials actually kan cemerlang lah. Aku nak cakap something that is more street tapi nothing comes to mind lah. Garang juga garang kau punya whatever you've achieved so far is very very garang, you know.
Aku dapat award lah. Kalau aku dapat award baru boleh berbual jauh lagi sikit lah.
Boleh tunjuk award kan.
Kalau kasut satu award lah
Because aku wasn't very good in academically. I was always a very bad student. At a young age aku memang always love creative stuff.
Yeah.
And I have no chance to do exploring like macam nak pergi masuk LaSalle ke NAFA ke. My parents wasn't really supporting me on that. So the only way to do is self-taught lah. And right now with the YouTube, you have like everything so easy access to learn.
The guru and the teachers are all from YouTube lah.
Betul. Aku banyak mentor aku semua kat dalam YouTube lah. Kira-kira tak kenal aku pun lah.
Yeah.
You want to invest your time to learn lah actually.
And in practicing it's just keep on practice. Like same goes to any other business owners. Like if you fail, don't worry, you keep on trying again and figure out asal my business didn't work out. Is it because of marketing? Is it because of bad financing? Or
in fact, kau ingat the last time korang kat sini, which is I think 20 before COVID.
Before COVID lah, yeah.
We were here 219.
Then, you actually wanted or thought of starting a business here, correct?
Yeah.
A barber shop.
The barber shop, I was planning.
Yeah.
But at that time, suddenly we opened kat KL.
Yes.
Correct.
We wanted
And it was a blessing in disguise because didn't open up down here. Then after that, COVID happened.
Betul.
And
My KL outlet pun kita tutup because of COVID. There was no point keep on moving because it's really bad.
It's a blessing in disguise lah, because when we closed our KL outlet, we opened one kat TJR West.
Yeah, Jurong
which
outlet.
was boom.
Oh.
Yes.
It was money making outlet for us for another outlet in Singapore.
Korang ada berapa banyak branch? TJR West,
TJR East and the main one TJR Studio dekatnya Little India. And also we just get a new unit. It's called Modern Magic Formula. It's an event space / creative space. So kalau korang nak buat event macam private event ke apa, you know where to contact lah. Kalau kau berada di Singapore.
But I think now with kita punya macam aku punya circle of friends down here who are also business owners, and if you want to venture, I wouldn't say I encourage you, but at least there's people here that you can hook up with in terms of opening up businesses in Dubai, you know. And the barbering punya business kat Dubai, I think kat sini power. Yeah, really. Because
I think definitely men's grooming and hair business industry currently is still the number one booming business. It keep going. Based on products, more new products, more new clippers, more new hair products. So you just keep on moving and more classes, more educational sekolah rambut pun makin banyak-banyak macam. So it's another way of telling that hair business is a good business.
Yes.
Except aku dah tak ada hair je, itu je. David Gunn.
David Gunn. Okay guys, thank you so much and berbual pasal korang, but now aku nak tahu lah, I'm sure I hope korang pernah tengok lah a few episodes of Tumpuk-Tumpuk Tak Unta. And do you know or what do you think about kita punya podcast, kita punya direction? I mean, of course, before aku start, I actually talk to you about it, right? You know, like I mentioned, bila aku balik Singapore, aku actually have this idea. Aku dah berbual dengan some of the people down here, and then the last person that I talk to and I asked for advice was him, and he's the one who actually, like I said just now, push me, go, you know. And now that we are already 32 episodes in,
Wow,
which is
amazing.
this is the 32nd
Congratulations,
episode.
man.
So
Aku pun tak tahu sampai banyak gitu episode buat. Banyak tu.
banyak kan?
Daripada Julai yang macam baru gitu.
Ya. Because aku start in August tak salah aku. I think in August lupa.
Wow.
Sampai dah lupa tau.
Bagus tu. Consistency is the key.
But like I said lah, you know, what do you think you know, if you've seen it, you know, at least of the one or few episodes, the direction is there, anything that you think that can be improved on or whatever lah, you know, I'm open to opinions lah. You know?
For me, I watch a few episode because podcast ni currently, because there's so many podcasters right now, it's like a common thing to do. People just want to hear human interaction and thoughts of arguments. They want to hear pandangan masing-masing, and that's why podcast is very popular, especially when you touch on very sensitive topics. Very very spicy topics. Orang suka benda-benda gitu kan. So for me, you guys are much more informative and stuff, and the reason why aku push kau to do podcast is because it's very interesting to have people want to know how Singaporeans staying in abroad, other countries, and living the life of every single people yang want to migrate and try something new, you know. So it's very interesting for you to tell others, like, how are you coping having your family, because my brother-in-law, his brother also staying in Melbourne, Perth, for the longest time, I think almost 15 years. So it's very interesting lah. I think people want to know the first-hand stories from you guys. That's why the reason why I push.
And outs and the all the small details that we have to go through
Like how
and
you
start.
cook, how you start, how you sustain, all that.
Because like the idea is to tell information, and one the hardest thing for us macam kita bila sampai dekat Dubai and I think for everybody who's abroad lah, is the startup.
Yeah, the start, correct.
How to settle down, you know, the starting up of your life is quite difficult lah, you know, especially kalau tak ada macam network apa kebak-kebuk. Even and if you are single, and I would say it's easier, but at the same time also as hard as people with families. And then secondly, macam aku cakap dengan cousin aku, and kau tahu, okay, for example you have your own podcast and you have a lot of people following you, and then you have received DM from people in Singapore, and you are Singaporeans in Singapore, and somebody who's DMing you is in Singapore, cakap, I like your podcast. What do you think about their livelihood? Most probably is the same as any other Singaporeans. And but if I say, no, I'm from Dubai or I'm from UK, you know, you will appreciate that somebody else from overseas who's a Singaporean that is listening to a home-based Singapore local podcast. But have you ever thought, how are they living their life?
Yeah,
you know, generally you might say, no, wow, they are doing well. You know, that's the conception lah. Yeah. But we also have our own lives, which is the same as in Singapore, but maybe
different sets of problems.
Yes, different set of problems. You know, we are living in a different culture.
Correct.
You know, so that's the direction and the, not say agenda. That's our mission lah.
I also think like macam if lah I'm a Singaporean coming to Dubai, then I tengok your podcast, I feel like home because I know that somebody from my same country
Nice.
is in
Yeah,
it.
I
So
actually-
I macam rasa that
Wah.
relatable.
Dia macam apa tau? Macam abang ipar aku.
Aha.
First time aku jumpa dia dekat Perth tu
Hmm.
First time aku masuk kereta dia, kau tahu lagu apa?
Apa? Lagu
Lagu Jiwang
Raya?
Retaknya tu. Lagu Jiwang Retak.
Uish.
Tetap berkental di. Terus macam
Oh, that's how
bila
you feel like home lah.
bila aku sampai Perth tu aku macam bila masalah selain terus belum masuk kereta je. Tengkang dia. Tu macam itu the comfort zone of feeling like home.
Tapi tadi kau masuk kereta aku terus lagu hip hop lah.
Lain.
Itu lain lah.
Lu soal Wu-Tang Clan lain genre.
Lain genre.
So certain people have certain ways of keeping themselves feel like home.
Yeah.
Then macam orang buka mi watch
Yeah, got me
or watching
Yes,
Suria.
yes, correct.
And buka radio. Now we got podcast dengan Okay Let's Go. They feel like home.
Yeah.
So there's always a different style of people feel.
for like miss home, homesick.
Yeah,
Yes,
homesick.
yes. To cope,
correct.
to cope the feeling of
Jadi macam
missing
korang ni
Singapore.
mungkin orang-orang Dubai yang tak kenal tepuk-tepuk tai unta ni, you guys should check out and maybe reach them out to have another campfire podcast with him
Yes.
and express your challenge lah.
Yes, thank you so much. It's a very honest punya review. Kita didn't rehearse this at all, okay? And bukannya
Kita tengah kecoh jaga
Ah.
anak-anak sebenarnya.
kita cross promoting each other, and but in no way kita macam nak angkat-angkat, but this is totally very very honest opinion, and aku really appreciate lah, korang punya input, but at the same time thank you for coming over, and my house is always open for you guys, man.
Welcome, man.
Yeah.
Such a blessed to have a good friend since 1999.
Alhamdulillah.
Yeah, till now. And fun fact is kita terpisah for years,
For good
10 years.
10 years lah.
Terus kita terjumpa kat mana? Kat barbershop.
Dekat barbershop juga.
Barbershop dulu aku kerja dekat House of Baskerville dekat Bali Lane.
In Kelakar.
Dia was the customer. So aku tengah potong, dia kata, ni macam familiar Mamat ni.
Aku fikir macam ni familiar. Terus aku fikir siapa Aku pergi message band members aku lama. You know this guy who's playing the bass with the band that we are close with lah. What's the band's name Aku sampai lupa tau. Shout out to Fishphonic, apa khabar,
shout out to
kalau,
Wayne semua.
Kalau korang tak kenal aku daripada Head Poppers.
Head Poppers.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So thank you very much lah. It's a short episode, but I think it's a very good episode pasal aku pun dapat to do it in a desert punya setup, which I
You
always wanted.
Yeah.
But thank you very much, Mr. Yanto.
Thank you for having us.
I will put the description for both of them. If you guys need a good haircut or you all want to sell
Sell and buy.
houses.
If you guys into dark wear and all black, you can always check out my clothing line behind the sun.
Ni topi ni behind the sun.
Siapa nak music ke apa, nak produce by me, call up. Aku macam-macam lah aku semua.
Dia pun projek lagu dia Winter kan.
Saya baru just finish record satu lagu untuk soundtrack Suria for this 13 episode. January keluar. So check it out. Lagu tu aku cipta
power.
juga. Yeah.
Power.
Betul.
Uish.
Aku kalau boleh nak pergi astronaut, nak jadi astronaut pun kalau boleh.
Dia gila kuasa, semua dia nak.
Kan gila kuasa. Dia just cannot help it, Aku just now want to keep creating. Tu je aku punya penyakit.
Kan tadi aku tanya kau, kan, as a creator, kau punya mind always want to do something,
Betul, ya.
Kan?
Betul.
I'm
Just
not
can't help it.
there yet, like what you are, or I don't have any ambitions to be like that, but my mind is already like that, always trying to
But it's
think
very
of,
tiring for me, to keep up with him.
sama lah. Farah pun sama.
Penat.
Sama.
Tapi nasib baik, my wife bukan saja Agent G, dia juga is the main financer for all my business. So dia tukar jaga boleh invest atau tak boleh invest, dia yang approve juga.
Okay. Baguslah gitu.
Baguslah begitu
aku
je.
pakai lo semua rabak sikit.
Dia tengok tak boleh you punya ni account tak bagus ni, jangan invest lagi. Baru ingat nak beli pedal board baru. Baru nak beli kamera baru.
Aku baru ingat nak beli kamera baru.
Tadi aku macam nak beli baru ni.
Yang pocket 3 pocket 3. Okay guys, thank you so much for being in this episode. Okay, I hope that you guys are entertained. Terima kasih banyak-banyak. Aku Azmi.
Yanto Sani.
Agent G.
Yanto Sani. Agent G.
Agent G, yes.
Bye. Cantik. And it's a wrap!